Students, now we are going to take the phosphorus cycle in detail. You know, phosphorus is an important constituent of DNA, so it is an important nutrient as well. No organism can survive without the availability of phosphorus to it through its food. So basically, we are going to discuss how this phosphorus is available and recycled within various ecosystems. Consider a large ecosystem, consider biosphere itself. So you know what is the source of phosphorus? It is the rocks which are rich in phosphates. Now how these rocks are going to add to the soil, which is the reservoir for a plant basically, from where it is going to uptake this phosphate, the rocks would undergo a gradual process of weathering where they break down into small components, and smaller and yet smaller soil particles are being formed. So these rocks they break down to soil by the process of weathering, so the soil gets rich in phosphates. Now from this soil, the plants are going to uptake the phosphate. Alright, these plants are going to form their biomass, they are going to get this phosphorus incorporated into them. From these plants it would go to the consumers, which would depend on them. These plants and both these consumers would form the detritus, that is the dead and decaying matter after their death. This detritus after decomposition is going to add the phosphorus whichever was present in them back to the soil. Alright, you see, rock is the source from where the weathering is taking place. It is being added to the soil. From soil the plants are taking up the phosphorus which is being consumed by the consumers. Those consumers and plants both form the detritus. Then by the process of decomposition, this is again being added to the soil. So this is the main area where all this is going to be added. Then there is another process of surface runoff. You know what is runoff? That water falls, rain falls on the rocks, and some of the reservoir or some of the nutrients they run off and add up to the soil. So you see, soil is becoming the reservoir, it is coming from the rocks, it is being cycled within the ecosystem in such a way that whatever has been taken up by the plants, that would be added back to the soil. And what is the source of soil? That would be the rocks which are being formed. And whenever the soil is rich, after some time this also might become the rock itself within a time frame. So this is how phosphorus is being recycled within the ecosystem. So this is the litter fall that we are talking about, that has added to the phosphorus content of the soil. Whatever was being taken up by the plants has somehow come back to the soil itself. This is all about phosphorus cycle. Now let us take another easier cycle, that is carbon cycle. It is very easy to understand carbon cycle because from our knowledge of chemistry we know that there are few rocks which are rich in carbon. So there would be, we have limestone, okay. No, let us understand it from gaseous and sedimentary way, that we have atmosphere which is rich in carbon dioxide. Not exactly rich, carbon dioxide content in atmosphere is very low. So we have atmospheric CO2 which is taken up by the plants. Alright, how it is taken up? By the process of photosynthesis, where it would be converted to glucose. The plants would form glucose. This glucose is going to be taken up by people like us, which happen to be consumers. There would be food chain which would be occurring. So we also take some of the carbon dioxide, these plants. Then there is, this is atmosphere, then consider the lithosphere and take some sort of hydrosphere over here. So you see, in lithosphere we can have limestone rocks which have carbonate in them. Then whenever quarrying and mining of these rocks is done, carbon dioxide is added back to the atmosphere. Alright. Now, whenever these consumers, they are taking up the food, carbon dioxide is added back to the atmosphere by the process of respiration. In hydrosphere, this is a water body, consider it. It is going to have few living organisms and dissolved carbon dioxide. So that would be taken up from the atmosphere, the dissolved carbon dioxide, and at the same time the dead and decaying animals would add CO2 to it, which would be added back to the atmosphere. So you see, whatever is being taken up is being added back. Alright, so the carbon dioxide cycle, there is another addition in the human world, that is by the burning of fossil fuels. So these plants, with time, these consumers, they could be fossilized and they make fossil fuels which come in your car tanks and burns in the form of petroleum. Burning, you fill your car tanks, you burn that, you move from one place to other. In the process, CO2 is being added back to atmosphere. So in this way, whatever carbon dioxide is being incorporated into the living organisms gets added back to the atmosphere and is taken up. Alright, so this is all done so that 0.003% of atmosphere has carbon dioxide. Why it doesn't happen that though plants are regularly taking up carbon dioxide, still every time you study that what is the composition of atmosphere, it would be 0.03% because of this cycle, because whatever is being taken up would be added back to the atmosphere, because there is a vital force of nutrient cycling which acts behind every nutrient cycling in the ecosystem.